thanking troops. Commander-in-Chief Barack Obama travels to Fort Campbell, Kentucky to meet and greet service members. Ship christening. The Navy will honor a fallen hero killed in Afghanistan. We'll share the story of Lieutenant Michael Murphy. Plus, flooding fears. The Army Corps of Engineers orchestrates a big boom to hopefully ease water woes along the Mississippi. And uncovering history. An excavation team at one military base discovers a rare artifact. Around the Services starts right now.
Now, proudly serving those who serve. This is Around the Services.
Welcome, I'm Petty Officer Michael Wilkin. Commander-in-Chief Barack Obama traveled to Fort Campbell, Kentucky Friday to thank troops for their service and dedication to the war on terror. The president also met the U.S. military team that carried out the mission to kill Osama Bin Laden in Pakistan.
A special greeting for service members from the 101st Airborne Division who just got back from deployment in Afghanistan.
And you've been at the forefront of our new strategy in Afghanistan. You know, sending more of you into harm's way was the toughest decision that I've made as Commander-in-Chief.
The president's trip comes at the end of an historic week that began late Sunday night with an announcement Americans had waited nearly 10 years to hear.
Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama Bin Laden, the leader of al-Qaeda.
Bin Laden was killed during an operation carried out by a small U.S. team Sunday at a compound in Pakistan where Bin Laden had been hiding out. The operation had been months in planning. During the 40-minute helicopter raid, no Americans were hurt. In addition, service members were able to seize resources from the compound, which contained valuable information about Bin Laden's operation. The president says this week's accomplishment says a lot about what this country, particularly the U.S. military, is capable of doing.
Thanks to the incredible skill and courage of countless individuals, intelligence, military, over many years, the terrorist leader who struck our nation on 9/11 will never threaten America again.
I think morale boosted, we finally got something done, accomplished, it took a while, but I think it's overall, pretty good, pretty happy. Pretty relieved. It was my last day in theater, and we're leaving out, and finally got it done. So yeah, I was pretty excited, pretty good.
President Obama awarded the units involved a Presidential Unit Citation, the highest such honor that can go to a military unit. Well, the death of Osama bin Laden will not change NATO's plans in Afghanistan. That's according to NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen. Rasmussen is in the U.S. He will visit Chicago May 11th, one of 4 U.S. stops. He's expected to honor U.S. service members. Also Friday, Defense Secretary Robert Gates visited troops at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in North Carolina. He told the crowd of 450 airmen that the death of Osama bin Laden could be what he called a game changer in the war in Afghanistan. The secretary was at the base to welcome troops back from their deployments and thank them for their service. Well, we're headed downrange in just a few minutes, but first, let's go to the Pentagon Channel newsroom for the latest headlines.
I'm Staff Sergeant E.L. Craig. The Navy is preparing to honor one of its own. The USS Michael Murphy will be christened Saturday in Maine. The guided missile destroyer was named after the Navy SEAL who was killed in the Hindu Kush Mountains in Afghanistan in 2005. Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Gary Ruffhead will deliver the keynote address at Saturday's christening. The area threatened by severe flooding along the Mississippi River and its tributaries continues to grow. The Army Corps of Engineers blew another hole in a Missouri levee to relieve the pressure and prevent catastrophic flooding. Residents of cities from Memphis, Tennessee to New Orleans are watching water levels closely, and emergency officials are warning of possible evacuations.
For us, it starts in Cairo, Illinois, and it goes all the way down to Helena, Arkansas. And I have over 300 people that are out in the field right now, your engineers, fighting floods. We're trying to protect Tiptonville over in Tennessee and a number of other small towns that are neighboring along this river.
Both the National Guard and the Coast Guard are also helping with flood response, filling sandbags and conducting search and rescue. First Lady Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden played host to military mothers at the White House Friday afternoon. The women represented all 5 service branches and Blue and Gold Star families. The Mother's Day tea was held in the East Room. The First Lady expressed her empathy for the mothers present who deal with situations specific to being part of a military family.
I know that there are people in the room today who feel a little sad because this Mother's Day is a little less than what you'd hope. And all we can do is hug you and tell you that we are thinking and praying and working for you all, and we are proud of you.
Last month, the First Lady and Dr. Biden launched Joining Forces. It's an initiative aimed at encouraging the nation to give more back to military families. That's your news update. For more military news, head online to PentagonChannel.mil.
Coming up ahead on Around the Services, preparing to PCS, we have some important information on what you might not be able to take with you.